Let's go ahead and solve swap salary. In this problem, we're given a table that contains the columns ID, name, sex, and salary. We need to write a solution to swap all F and M values, so we changed all the females to males and all the males to females with a single update statement and no intermediate temporary tables. So in example 1, we have this table. As you can see in the output, the only thing that's different is the sex column, where we flipped every M for F and every F for M, and that's exactly what we're going to do in this problem. So this is another easy SQL problem. It's a bit different from what we've seen before because unlike the other SQL questions that we've solved, in this one we don't need to return a certain column, but rather we need to update our already existing table. And the way we do that is literally by using the update statement. So what are we going to be updating? We're going to be updating the salary table. So update salary. Now in SQL, an update statement changes values in one or many columns. Now in order to change the values within rows of these columns, we're going to use the set statement. Now one way to think about this is to update the salary table, and we set the sex column where the value is equal to M to be equal to F by using a where statement. So where sex is equal to F. So we're updating the salary table and we're setting the rows of the sex column equal to M where they're equal to F. So every time we have an F, we change it to an M. And if we copy the statement and flip the F and M so that every time we have an F, we update it with an M. And then we can copy that statement again, but flip the F and M so that every time we have an M, we actually update it to be F. Now the problem with this is that after the first statement runs, we're going to update all our F columns to be M. So we're going to have M, 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 M. And then once we run the second statement or the second line of code, we're going to update all the values that are equal to M to F. And so we're going to have a table that has F, 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 F. And that not only defeats the purpose, but obviously it's a wrong solution. So instead what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to update our salary table. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our column name, which is sex, to actually be equal to a case statement. And the reason why we use a case statement inside a set is to decide what new value each row gets. And to do that, we're going to introduce when statements as well. So what we're going to do is when sex is equal to M, then F, and when sex is equal to F, then M. So what we're saying is that we're introducing a case or a switch case similar to that in Java. And what we're saying is that every time we encounter a row where the sex column has a value of M, update it to be F instead. And every time we have a row where the sex column has a value of F, then update it to be M. So this way we tackle each row individually. And after that, all we need to do is end. So let's submit our code and see if it works. Awesome. So that was the swap salary problem on LeetCode. We encountered some new terms like update, set, case, when, and then. It's a pretty simple question. Nice little introduction to some new statements in SQL. So I hope you found that video helpful, and thanks for watching.